Okay, let's get into your reading, Capricorn. Okay, I'm a little sad, but at the same time, happy for you. The person who didn't treat you right, the one you thought was out living their best life without a second thought about you, is secretly falling apart over you. And right now, behind closed doors, they are telling everyone they know that they cannot lose someone like you. So whoever it is that you're connected to, whoever you're thinking about right now, this person, okay? This person that you're thinking about is sharing a lot of information about you and their connection with you to others a lot, okay? Because the Page of Cups shows a person close to you here sharing a lot of information about you to people that are close to them, okay? So whoever this person is, like let's say, for example, if you are close to them or recently you've not been so close to them, whoever this person is, you're obviously thinking about them, okay? And this person has really been spilling a lot of information to people close to them, like their friends and their family, okay? Because that's the 10 of Pentacles. These are people very, very close to them, and they've been saying a lot about you. Okay, so let's have a look and see what they've been saying about you, what they've been feeling, what have they been doing, what is going on. When I was asking a lot of those questions, a lot of cards came out. So first and foremost, this person, okay, has kind of not treated you the best. And I see that with the 8 of Swords and also the 10 of Swords. There's a real sense here of sometimes also just feeling a little bit betrayed by this person and just feeling like they haven't treated you the nicest. They haven't been sort of their nicest version towards you. And really, you know, there's a sense here of sort of feeling stabbed by this person and just feeling like they didn't treat you very well emotionally. They didn't listen to you or care for you or really care towards you. And you just feel really, really sad and very frustrated in regards to this. You know, emotionally, you feel very up and down and sort of all over the place and not so happy. You feel, you know, like, oh, bad things always happen to me and good things always happen to everyone else and bad things always happen to me and oh, look, good things always happen to others. And I can understand, you know, it feels really frustrating and it's very valid to feel that way. You know, you are a human being. And I do want to mention that things are absolutely going to improve and get better. This person, okay, that has treated you like this, you know, you feel betrayed by this person, you feel hurt by this person, and in many ways you're wondering how can this person, despite what they've done, go out into the world and live just a normal life? Like, how are they not dealing with any consequences? How are they getting away with taking, you know, no accountability for what they've done? They have no accountability for what they did to me, no responsibility for what they did to me. Like they're just living their life like I never even came across them or they never came across me. And it frustrates you because of how they have treated you. And also at the same time, you haven't seen this person deal with any karma. What I will say is that when you were not looking too much and when you were perhaps not really seeing what they were actually doing in their real life, that's when they were really suffering karma. Because this person has dealt with some kind of karma, and this actually has made them go within very, very strongly. The reason why it's made them go within very strongly is because someone here has treated them very badly, but you haven't seen it. You haven't actually witnessed them being treated badly, which is why you think that they're living a great life, right? You're thinking like, oh yeah, they're doing great. Like they're fine. Nothing's happening in their life. Like they're just living a beautiful life, like whatever. Like it's not nice, but they're just living their life. Well, actually, you might think that from the outside that they're living their life, right? Because they're going out, they're doing things, and they have people around them. The truth of the matter here is someone recently has treated them very, very badly. Now, this person has treated them so badly and so poorly to the point where this person cannot stop thinking about you, okay? They cannot stop thinking about you and how you made them feel and how connected they have felt towards you. And you know what they're doing with this emotion? This emotion has built up so much because they try to run away from this emotion that they felt for you. They tried to hide away. They tried to show that they don't feel this emotion towards you. And what's actually ended up happening, okay, is that it's become like a volcano. They thought that they would just live their best life and, you would do you and they would do them and it will all just be completely fine. But what's actually ended up happening is that they themselves feel absolutely awful for not treating you well. And it's come as an awakening for how someone else has treated them. With this information, they can no longer keep it in, but they don't want to come to you first. Okay? So first and foremost, they go to someone else. This is friends and family, people around them that they can express this emotional energy to because they don't know what to do with it and they don't want to come to you first and then make themselves look like a clown. Because this person struggles with vulnerability. They literally believe, okay, there's something you need to know about this person. They believe that expressing emotions makes a person look like a clown. And that is so sad. And that is so wrong. Okay, that is so wrong. They couldn't be more wrong if I just say that, right? But they've not been used to emotionally expressing their feelings. They've not been used to emotionally saying how they feel or what they want to do, They've not been used to that. They haven't done that since they were a child. So, and also when they were a child, they were told not to do that. So there is also that as well. And because of that, they just get very confused. So now they have all of this pent-up emotion. They really care about you. They really like you. They feel like you are a person that they need in their life. They need to have around. Okay, whoever this person is that has done this towards you, whether it is a romantic person, whether it is a friend, family member, coworker, it will resonate with you. You'll know exactly who I am talking about. This person feels like they need you in their life. They can't be without you and your support in their life. You mean so much to them that they need someone like you around. And so the main thing here that I'm really picking up on with these two tens is the fact that they will feel like they can't be without someone like you. And it bothers them that they can't be without someone like you. And it will trigger them to do more towards you. Okay? Because they will talk to their friends and their family, which we'll have a look a bit more at. And with the Three of Wands, it's going to put a lot into perspective for them. So let's have a look and see, with their friends and their family, what are they saying about you? Okay, what are they saying about you? Oh, got double Taurus energy. You know what Taurus is. Taurus is a fixed sign. It's a fixed energy. It's all about commitment, stability, and security. They're basically going to tell their friends and family that they have never met someone as committed, loyal, dedicated, understanding, respectful like you. They will describe you as the most stable person they have ever come across in their life. A person that has done absolutely no wrong in their life. And they will paint a picture of you that is so powerful, so strong, and so wow. Okay, it is a wow energy. And what are people in their family going to say back to them in regards to this wow energy they paint you as, because this is how they speak to their friends and family about you. So their friends and family are going to be like, well, you can't let someone like this go. Don't do it to yourself. Do not let someone like this go. Because the Five of Pentacles is about sort of being left out in the cold, and it's about sort of changing that fate, because fives indicate change. 10 indicates completion. Their family is telling them not to let you go because they know that if they let you go, they'll be sad and they'll be in a worse emotional state. So their friends and their family are telling them, do not let this person go. Change the circumstances. Progress towards this person, talk to this person, make things work with this person, and do something about it so you can allow the completion to take place, because they have described you, as this energy. They've also described you as this energy, someone that's loyal, kind, caring, supportive, right? Really, really supportive. Someone that really goes above and beyond. Someone that they can actually, have in their family. So they're saying, don't let this person go from your life. Don't let this person go. Like, why would you let someone so good like this in your life go? Like, this person is a blessing in your life. So their friends and family are like, what are you doing letting this person go? Do something about it. Do something significant. Take some significant action towards this person. Like, actually do something is what they are saying. But also at the same time, right? Like, this person has had lessons to learn. Lessons to learn. What else are they saying? These are messages for you now. My stability causing me problems. So I do believe that one thing that they will tell you is that, I haven't always felt the most stable, and my own stability has been causing me a problem because I would project how I feel, onto you. So that is something that they would want to say, I took you for granted. I hate myself for that. Yeah. Because you know what? Someone else has taken them for granted. And now they realize exactly how they have been treating you, and they know that that was not right. They know that's not good. It doesn't make them feel good. It's not very satisfying. It's not very fulfilling, and it is overwhelming for them. I know you can help me, because the truth of the matter here is that they do feel like you are a very helpful, kind, genuine person. They feel like you are a very secure person, and they want someone like you in their life. So comment down below, they want me in their life. Like the video. Make sure you are subscribed, and I want to stay with you a little longer, because there is so much more in these cards, and I don't want you to leave without hearing all of it. Let me start, with the very first thing the card showed, the Page of Cups and the 2 tens, them spilling everything about you to the people closest to them. Because I think there's something really significant in that detail. Because think about it, when someone truly doesn't care about you, they don't talk about you, they don't bring you up. You simply fade out of their mind and out of their conversations. Silence, real silence, is indifference. But this person, is the opposite of silent. They are talking about you constantly to their friends, to their family, to the people whose opinions matter most to them. And you don't do that about someone you've moved past. You do that about someone who is still living rent-free in your heart. And the Page of Cups specifically, is such a tender card to carry that message, because the Page of Cups is the card of emotional messages, of feelings finally being expressed, of the heart beginning to open. So even the way they're talking about you carries this soft, emotional, vulnerable energy, not gossip, but confession. And the two tens, okay, the 10 of Pentacles especially, tells you who they're confiding in, the people deepest in their life, their family, their closest circle. This isn't them mentioning you in passing to a stranger. This is them bringing you up to the people they trust most, which means you matter at the deepest level of their world. And let me turn, to the thing I think you most need to hear, the karma, because you have been carrying a very specific kind of pain. The pain of watching someone who hurt you seem to walk away completely fine. And there is almost nothing, more maddening than that. To be the one who got hurt, who carried the damage, who lost sleep, while they apparently just went on with their life, laughing, going out, surrounded by people, untouched by any of it. And it can make you feel, like the universe is unfair, like there's no justice, like bad things happen to you and good things happen to everyone else, exactly as you said. And I want you to know that feeling is completely valid. You are a human being, and it hurts to feel like the person who wronged you got away with it. But here's what this reading revealed, and it's the whole heart of it. They did not get away with it. You just weren't there to see the karma land. While you were looking away, trying to heal, trying to move on, life was quietly teaching them the exact lesson they needed. Because someone, treated them the way they treated you. Someone gave them a taste of their own medicine, and it landed like a bomb. And suddenly, for the first time, they understood what they had done to you, because now they were feeling it themselves. And I want you to sit, with how complete that karma is, because it's not random. It's poetic. They didn't just have a bad day. They got shown from the inside exactly what they put you through, and it cracked them open, and it made them think of you, and it made them realize what they threw away. And I want to talk, about the volcano, because it's such a vivid image, and it's exactly what's happening inside them. They tried to run from what they felt for you. They tried to bury it, hide it, pretend it wasn't there. And all that suppression didn't make the feeling smaller. It made it build and build until it became a volcano they can no longer contain. And I want you to understand, why they hide it. Because it's genuinely sad. This person believes that expressing emotion makes them look like a clown. They learned that as a child, they were literally told not to show their feelings. And so they grew up equating vulnerability with humiliation, emotion with weakness. And that's not an excuse, for how they treated you, but it is an explanation. Because a person who cannot let themselves feel will often push away the very people they feel the most for, precisely because those feelings scare them the most. You didn't get the worst of them because you meant little. You got it because you meant so much that it terrified them. And I want to draw out, the double Taurus energy, because it tells you exactly how they describe you when they talk about you. And it's genuinely beautiful. Taurus, is a fixed earth sign. And it's all about stability, loyalty, commitment, security, the steady, dependable, ride or die kind of energy. And getting that doubled means this is the overwhelming impression you've left on them. Because when they talk about you, they don't describe you as complicated or difficult or a source of drama. They describe you as the most committed, loyal, dedicated, understanding, respectful person they have ever known. The most stable person they've ever come across. Someone, in their words, who has done no wrong. And I want you to really let that land, because it may be the exact opposite of how you've been feeling about yourself lately. When someone treats us badly, we often start to wonder if we deserved it, if we were too much or not enough, if there was something wrong with us. But here is the person, who hurt you, telling the people closest to them that you are, quite simply, the best person they've ever encountered. That's not the story of someone who was too much. That's the story of someone who was so good that losing them became the person's biggest regret. And I want to sit with what their family said back, because it's one of the most validating parts of this whole reading. Their family didn't say good riddance. They didn't take this person's side and pile on. They said the opposite. Don't you dare let someone like that go. And think about what that means, okay? The people who love this person most, who want the best for them, who have no reason to flatter you, heard how you were described and immediately said you'd be a fool to lose them. That's an outside perspective, an honest one, confirming exactly how rare you are. And the Five of Pentacles, the reader tied it to being left out in the cold, to a fate their family is urging them to change, because their family can see what's coming if this person doesn't act, the cold, the regret, the worse emotional state of having let something precious slip away. And I want to slow down, on those three messages, because they are the rawest, most honest part of everything this person feels, the words they haven't found the courage to say to your face yet. My stability causing me problems. This is them admitting that their own inner chaos, their own instability spilled onto you, that they projected their mess onto the one person who was steady. And there's real self-awareness in that, a recognition that the problem was never you, it was what they were carrying and couldn't handle. I took you for granted, I hate myself for that. And I want you to hear how much pain is in those words. This isn't a casual, my bad. This is someone genuinely tormented by the realization of what they had and how carelessly they treated it. They hate themselves for it. That's not indifference. That's remorse that goes all the way down. And the reader named, why it hit them so hard now, because someone took them for granted, the exact way they took you for granted. And feeling it from the other side is what finally made it real. Now they know exactly what they put you through, because now they've lived it. And I want to come back, to something you've been feeling, because the reader named it so precisely, that sense that bad things always happen to you and good things always happen to everyone else. And I want to hold that gently, because it's such a heavy and lonely feeling. The sense that you're somehow singled out for hardship, that the universe hands other people ease and hands you struggle, that you watch everyone else get the good things while you get the pain. And the reader was right, to call that valid, because when you've been hurt enough times, when the person who wronged you seems to sail on untouched, it's genuinely hard not to feel like life is unfair in your particular direction. But I want you to notice, what this reading is actually showing you, because it quietly dismantles that whole story. The person you thought was getting away with everything wasn't. The good life you imagined they had wasn't real. And the very thing you thought you'd lost is circling back to you, regretful and humbled. So maybe, the story that good things happen to everyone but you isn't as true as it's felt. Maybe the good was just delayed, happening behind the scenes, ripening where you couldn't yet see it. And maybe this reading finding you is the first sign that the tide is turning in your favor. Because the same karma, okay, that humbled them is the justice you've been aching for. And the same universe you thought had forgotten you arranged for the person who hurt you to sit in a room with their family and admit you were the best thing they ever had. That's not a universe that forgot you. That's a universe setting the record straight. And I want to go deeper, okay, on the clown belief, because I think it's the key that unlocks this person's whole behavior. And it's genuinely heartbreaking when you understand it. This person believes, okay, deep down, that showing emotion makes them look like a clown, a fool, something to be laughed at. And the reader traced it all the way back to childhood, to being told as a small child not to show their feelings. And I want you to imagine, okay, what that does to a person, a child who reaches out with their emotions and gets shut down, shamed, told to stop, learns something devastating, that their feelings are dangerous, that vulnerability equals humiliation, that the safest thing is to feel nothing, show nothing, need no one. And they carry that, okay, into adulthood, into how they treated you, because when you started to matter to them, when the feelings got real, their whole system screamed danger, and they did what they learned to do as a child. They shut it down, pushed it away, pushed you away to protect themselves from the terrifying vulnerability of actually caring. And again, okay, that is not an excuse. It doesn't erase how they hurt you, but I share it because it proves something important. The way they treated you was never about your worth. It was about their wound. A wound so old and so deep that it made them sabotage the very thing they wanted most. And now, okay, the volcano is erupting because you cannot outrun a real feeling forever. They tried, they buried it, and it grew until it broke through every wall they built. And now they're facing the one thing they spent their whole life avoiding, how much they actually feel for you. I know you can help me, okay? And this one is so tender because it's them reaching, admitting they need you, seeing you as the helpful, genuine, secure person you are. It's the sound of someone finally dropping the tough act and admitting the truth. I need you and I don't know how to do this without you. And before we close, okay, I want to give you something to hold for yourself, separate from whatever this person does. Because this reading is genuinely good news. They regret it. They miss you. They're telling everyone how rare you are. But I don't want you to hand all your peace back to them. Because here's the thing, okay? The fact that they now see your worth doesn't obligate you to anything. Their regret is theirs to carry. Their realization is theirs to sit with. And whether you let them back into your life is entirely, completely your choice, made on your terms, in your time. And if they do come forward, okay, the way the cards suggest, I want you to remember what you now know. You know your worth. You know you were the loyal one, the stable one, the loving one. So you don't have to rush back out of relief or gratitude that someone finally sees you. You get to move slowly, carefully, and let them show you over time that they've genuinely changed. Because a person, okay, can regret losing you and still have work to do before they're ready to hold you the way you deserve. The reader said it herself. This person has lessons to learn. And part of loving yourself through this is letting them actually learn those lessons rather than rushing to rescue them from the very discomfort that's teaching them. So hold your worth, okay? Let them come, if they come, and let them prove it if they want you, but never again from a place of hoping to be chosen. Always from a place of knowing you were always the prize. And right now, okay, I want you to take a slow breath with me. Breathe in the truth that you were never the problem, that you were all along the loyal, loving, stable one. And breathe out the story that their bad treatment said something about your worth. It never did. And let me gather it all up for you, okay? One more time. The Page of Cups and the 2 tens, them spilling everything about you to the people closest to them. The 8 and 10 of Swords, the hurt and betrayal you felt. The karma they suffered where you couldn't see it. The double Taurus energy, them describing you as the most committed, loyal, stable person they've known. The 5 of Pentacles, their family warning them not to let you go. And the messages, I took you for granted, I hate myself for that, I know you can help me. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay, slowly so it settles. The person who hurt you, okay, is not fine. They are not living a carefree life without a thought of you. They got hit with their own karma and it woke them up to exactly what they lost. And now they can't stop thinking about you, talking about you, telling everyone close to them that they have never met anyone as loyal, as loving, as stable as you. And their own family is telling them the truth you already know in your bones. Don't let this person go. You'd be a fool to lose someone like that. And underneath all their walls, all their fear of looking foolish, they are aching to come to you and say, I took you for granted. I hate myself for it. I know you can help me. One message. Their silence was never you being forgotten. It was you being missed more than they could bear to show. So claim it, loves. Comment below. They want me in their life, and let the universe hear you say it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Moonveil Tarot, like this reading, and let me know in the comments how it resonated. I genuinely read every comment, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You may have spent, okay, so many nights wondering if you were the only one who cared, if they ever thought of you at all, if the hurt they caused meant you meant nothing to them. And this reading found you, okay, to tell you the truth they've been too proud, too scared, too walled off to say, that they know what they lost, that they think about you constantly, that they've told everyone how rare you are. And that a part of them is just waiting for the courage to come back and say it to you directly. And whatever you choose to do, okay, with that, whether you let them back in or whether you simply let it heal the wound to know you were never the problem, I want you to walk away from this knowing your worth. You were the loyal one, the loving one, the stable one. The blessing they didn't know how to hold, and that was never a lack in you. It was always a lack in how they were able to love. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.